honor of Veterans Day, I'm gonna just talk about my experience being in the Air Force, how I got in. When I took the ASVAB in high school, I got a 62 on it. I went to an Army recruiter station and I was just like, I wanna join. And they're like, okay. So they pulled up my information. That's how I ended up finding out my score for my ASVAB in high school. They told me that my ASVAB score expired because I took it in 2011 or 2010, and it was 2014 at the time. When I almost finished everything with the Army, they told me that they were gonna call me back to see when I could go to MEPS to get drug tested and to get physically evaluated. I had a conversation with my uncle and I let him know that I was planning on joining. And he was like, why are you joining the Army? Why don't you try to join the Air Force? And I was like, okay, I think I'll do that. I had thought about joining the Air Force earlier that year. So I went to go see a Air Force recruiter, and I'll never forget him because he looked just like Santa Claus. So I just knew that this was gonna be a good thing. And he looked at me and he said, Milan, you are about to make the best decision of your life. And I'm like, yes, sir. Okay, I was ready. He took me to the back to take the practice ASVAB to see if I was scoring high enough to take the real ASVAB. I scored pretty well, so he scheduled me to go ahead and get the ASVAB done so they can see if I could pass to get in the Air Force. When they were trying to send me to MEPS, all of my information was still with the Army. So they literally had to call the Army recruiting station and request that they release all my information so the Air Force can take over. So that took about a week to get done. And once they released my information, my MEPS date was set, and I went ahead, took my ASVAB, the military entrance processing station, to see if you are physically qualified for the job. That's where they drug test you. That's where they physically test you. They test your ears, they test your eyes. It was only me and one other guy trying to get in the Air Force. There was a line for the Army, there was a line for the Navy, there was a line for the Marines. But for the Air Force, it was me and one other person. That's it. So when I saw that, I'm like, wow, they don't let just anybody in, because we were the only ones getting evaluated. Later on that day, I got a call from my recruiter saying, Milan, you passed, congratulations. Once I enlisted, it was October 2nd. I went to MEPS in August. So my process actually was not that long because I was pretty healthy. There was nothing wrong with me. So it was pretty easy for me to get in and get ready for basic. Overall, basic training was a great experience. Tech school was a great experience. And my first duty station, I've been there for 3 years. I'm in the Air Force Reserve. But I just wanted to do a quick little summary about why I joined, how I joined. It's not as easy as people think, like, oh, I'm gonna just join the military. No, it's a process. But I just wanna say happy Veterans Day to all the military members out there. And thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. You are appreciated. And also, I would like to say that for me, the Air Force has been nothing but a great opportunity for me. Basic training was a stepping stone into really forming me into a better human being. So it wasn't all just about yelling and people screaming at you. It's a really good opportunity for you to mold into a better person, and it's a great opportunity for you to learn life skills that you can take with you anywhere.